Hello, everyone. This is Nikki, you also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the Philippine Market Update. Let's begin. It's March 10, 2021. So Wall Street actually had a strong rebound, but I'm going to discuss the Philippines first. US was very strong. The Philippine markets, however, is 6,808, up 41 points. But the true movement in the Philippine markets was really the sell-off on your speculative names. So we were opining actually that there was a lot of extensions in these non-index names, and eventually they did crumble down. Let's read first what happened in the Philippine market. On your index, market value is about 10.7 billion. You've got 72 advancers, 155 decliners. Foreign net value is about negative 95 million, but you are seeing gainers all across your index. Apart from just BDO, Lushitan Group, Pure Gold, Metro Bank, URC, SM Prime, and Robinson's Land, most everything was actually up in the Philippine index. So let's read the Philippine index prices. Your SM is 1057, your JG Summit is about 65, Ayala Land is 37.35, Aboitiz Equity Ventures is 42, PLDT is 13.28, your Globe is 2018, your AGI is 10.76, ICT is 128.4, Mega World is trading at 3.66, GDCap 552, MPI 401, Aboitiz Power 25.2, Jollibee is 184, BPI is 82.3, Emperador is 10.16, DMCI is 533, Security Bank is 125.7, Meralco is 278, Robinson's Retail is 54, FGen is 30 pesos, Ayala Corp is 779, Bloomberry is 7.8, San Miguel Corp is 124, Robinson's Land is 19, Purego is 35.5, SM Prime is 35.8, Lushitan Group's 13.18, Metro Bank is 47.5, URC is 128.6, and BDO is 105.9. When you take a look at the Philippine market, there's not a huge movement on your index. Apart from AGI, very strong here at 1076. However, it's still below 11. So there is still those resistances in the Philippine market. Your PSEI at 68 just sounds about just really neutral. Even if there's upticks, the upticks are not too huge. The downticks are not too huge. We still categorize it as a neutral consolidation with a lot of resistances still. Now, let's take a look at your stats for the day. Top traded names analyzed. Your Dito Telecom is now falling to 9 pesos. Recall that we noticed 18 was a sell, and right now it's already 50% below that high. So if you haven't sold that 18, now you're actually left with 50% lower price at 9. Your APL is now still significantly at about 0.165. Actually, this stopped at about 40 plus cents. Broke down to 20 cents, made the lower high at 30 cents. This is a continuous drop here at about 16 cents. Your FI is breaking down, now below 2 at 1.95. Early on, it was suggesting the $3 extension. It was a question mark whether it can actually break out. It didn't, so actually it just kept on falling. When it broke the 3 level, people don't really like to buy 2.9, 2.8, 2.4, and now you get 1.95. Extensions on the downside right now. Merrimart continues to fall from about $5 to about 4.69. Your ASCEN is bought up, something that the other names aren't getting bought up. Despite the extensions on your ASCEN, some people are willing to buy your ASCEN at about 655, closing in at 682 right now. Looks like there's some buyers willing to pay ASCEN even at extended levels. BDO is 105.9. DSC is still trading below. It's now trading at 84 cents. Recall that we thought that 1.4 was a lower high. And so far, I do think that BSC seems to have a support before at 70 cents. We will see next week or tomorrow whether the 70 cents will break or will be supported. Ayala Land is trading at 37.35, ICT 128.4, URC Doldrums 128.6, PPI and Jollibee just there. Metro Bank, TBGI is trading 49 cents, but it's just 4 centavos, 2 centavos higher, 4% higher. Your Davin continues to fall here now about 3.15. No support still found, but it's been selling off for quite a long time now after the announcement of the Keeper holdings. So still a continuous selling pressure on your Davin. SM is trading at 10.57. Ayala Corp is 7.79. It's just there. La is 108, 11%, 25 million, but there is a cross, it seems, or is, sorry, not sure if there's a cross. We'll take a look at that. But we rarely see that getting traded on your top 30. Your BHI and Prim are down today to about 7.8 cents and 325 after a strong move last night. Yesterday, it's now falling down. So there isn't really a lot of activity happening in the Philippine markets. Just a really sell off on your Dito telecoms. So from a market value standpoint, let's take a look at the top gainers. Maxis went up. Yes, somebody sold. Somebody we saw it 5.2, had an opportunity to pick it up. It's now back to 5.8. It's just within that range. Yes. From a top traded perspective, the ones that are in the upside is ASEN, but 655 to 682 is just really consolidating within a box. So yeah, not a lot actually. Let's take a look at the worst losers. The biggest volume in the Philippine market, worst losers is 4 billion peso being thrown down on your Dito Telco, and then 400 million on your APL. We can argue that the Philippine market continues to sell off with a lot of these non-index movers really getting the bulk of your value traded in the Philippine market. So FA going down, Dito going down. You've got Mary Mart going down. So a huge drop on your APL as well. So really, I'd say that about 5 to 6 billion pesos is being sold down in the market. That's about 4 companies, and it's about equivalent to the entire index value. So it's as if like there's just about 3 to 4 billion pesos trading the index side and about 6 billion pesos trading the speculative side. So you know that the Philippine market is still in a bearish state. Bearish state because your speculative index names are falling down like a cliff. Okay, let's take a look at any news if ever. Let me see your comments. No comments at all. So I think like in the Philippine market, we still see no clear indication of a support. And unlike the US, where it's actually very clear that we saw Tesla indicating a bottom, we saw BTC rising. So we'll discuss opportunities in the US. See you again tomorrow, and then see you on our Global Market Update channel. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.